Well, you've obviously spent a lot of time processing that moral quandary over the years, but you seem to make a bit of an analogy there. You were working behind this young girl's parents' back, which is exactly what the Victorian government wants to do with supposedly transgender children. I mean, in that instance, or for that matter, you have direct experience with this kind of trauma, haven't you?
Yes, and it's just this terrible memory. I mean, I was 16, but, you know, the Victorian government should know better. And I'm so staunch about parental rights. In my opinion, you should never be able to lie to a parent, a school, a teacher, nobody at all should ever be able to withhold any information, important information, or make important decisions on the behalf of other people's children unless you drag them through a court and you prove that they are unsafe, unworthy parents. At the moment, the law states that, you know, schools can withhold, you know, massively life-changing psychological developments in their children, withhold that information from parents because apparently they're unsafe to know, but then every single day send them home to those same parents to be a bed and breakfast. It makes no sense. I just think either they're unfit parents or they're fit parents. And I'm not lying to any parent without a court order. Absolutely not.
And it's presumptuous of the state to assume that they have the children's interests at heart more than the child's own parents. Now, Moira, just getting back to your own sort of moral compass, to what extent does religion guide you?
Well, obviously, in a huge way, you know, just like atheism is a massive influence on atheists, my faith is a massive influence on me. But one of the things that I say around in the Liberal Party is I sort of challenge that saying that the Liberal Party is a broad church. I like to say actually it's not a church at all. And the Conservatives inside the Liberal Party need to be careful that they don't demand that people who are not religious hold the same exact set of moral values that they do based on their religion. You know, I know which party I joined. I didn't join the Australian Christians. I didn't join Lyle Shelton's party. I joined the Liberal Party because I want to advocate for my values, and I never use religion as an argument, by the way. I never have, and I never will, but I'm not ashamed about speaking of my faith. But I know which party I joined, and I joined the party which I think has the very best principles that can, you know, guide us towards a society where everyone's got a little bit of room. Everyone's got a little bit of room where they can freely associate in and amongst themselves, amongst their own group of friends who agree and believe with the same, you know, on the same values and principles. You know, if you disagree with someone, you shouldn't have your life ruined. You know, just reasonable freedom of speech, reasonable freedom of association, reasonable freedom, just reasonable freedoms and solid parental rights. And, you know, the only thing that I'm quite hardline on is obviously child safeguarding and sex-based rights. But I think that's such a basic issue. That's nothing to do with, you know, with party politics. You know, there is no set of parents that are going to say, oh, I don't mind if the school lies to me about my children. There are no parents anywhere that think that's okay. I don't care if you're left, right, whatever. No parents think that's okay. And I don't care which political party you're in. Women, the vast majority of women, understand and appreciate the fact that we need our sex-based spaces and services.